Well, yeah, I don't know if there's anybody with us this evening. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. It's
Well, live now,
Monday
Ted.
night. Oh, we're not.
We were actually live. Sorry, I was messing you about.
Lee Barrett's in. That's somebody.
Hey, Lee.
Right, good evening. Yes, welcome. It's Monday. You've probably missed us for the past few weeks. Well, with bank holidays and things happening and people not being available, holidays and such, we've been away for a few weeks. But we're back. Yes, we're back. And it's only me and... He's over there. He's over there. There's only me and Foxx tonight.
My finger's bigger than yours, Ted.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that there's just the two of us, because we're probably the best part of the bunch anyway. Don't tell it. Don't tell it. Don't tell the others who said that.
Oh, keep that to yourself, Ted. Shh, don't.
Yeah. Dear eModels, I would just like to point out...
Points of view, eModels.
Yeah, dear points of view. Right. I should tell you tonight that my hearing is really mixed up this evening. I'm talking to you up there. I'll change it all around in a minute. So if you do need to send me a message, yeah, put it in bold, because I'll need to hear it. So,
yeah. As always, folks, this is a show for eModels.co.uk. So please make sure you're not talking about other model retailers in the chat. And please keep it family friendly in the chat, because anybody could be watching. If you're watching this and you're not in the live chat, click on the YouTube icon in the bottom right hand corner. That'll take you to YouTube, where you can carry on watching and join the live chat.
I just say we've upset the other two. I do apologise.
Well, you said it, Ted.
Bunches of flowers will be emailed later on, but we love you all. Yeah.
I notice how I just remained quiet through the whole debacle, basically.
Yeah, but it's good to know that they're in the chat supporting us.
Yeah.
Even if I can't hear them, it's good to know that they're there and they're supporting us.
Just don't worry, guys. I'm on the show and he can't hear me either, so... As we are looking at chat, let's have a look and see who is in chat. Of course, Chris at Gross Models and Colin at Fest67's Workshop, our co-hosts, are in chat. So they're in there keeping an eye on you. They can't be with us tonight, unfortunately, but sadly, but they'll be with us next time, no problem. Jeff Candygram for Mongo is in. Jeff is, of course, our resident Carl Sagan. So it behooves me to say there are many hypotheses in science that are wrong. It's perfectly all right. It's the aperture to finding out what's right. Science is a self-correcting process. Yeah, because Jeff is our resident Carl Sagan. Lee Barrett's in and says hi all. Welcome to Lee, and to you, Jeff, as well. Adi Maff is in, says hey up. Welcome, Adi. Keith is in and says hi, Ted, Foxx, and everyone. Hi, Keith. Welcome. Graham McRobertson. Hey, Graham. Jeff says voice is good. Video is good. Audio is good. And the Bobbin says to you, Ted, bold.
Bold. Yeah, Candygram from Monte. Video is good. Audio is good. Yeah, we're good to go. Yeah.
So it's only going to be a quickie show tonight for you folks. We'll be doing a little bit of Fettle on the Bench. We have got to pull a winner from last week's video. So if you haven't done it yet, make sure you go to, not last week's video, from the last Monday live show, which I think was the 22nd of April. If you go to the YouTube channel and click on the playlists section, you'll see it there. We've only got 6 comments on there, and it's a giveaway. So get your comment. Could be anything. Get a comment on the last eModels live show video. And you could be in to win. We don't know what, because James pulls a random prize out of the eModels goodie barrel.
Yeah. And since we were last on, eModels have had a trip to Japan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Somehow, some crazy fool in Japan let Pete Mate in. I don't quite know how he handled that.
No. I just have this picture of Pete Mate in a Japanese restaurant with sticks to eat with, and lots of bowls and stuff that everybody's sitting on the floor slurping.
You're talking about my idea of heaven there, Ted.
Yeah.
Japanese sushi bars.
Yeah, raw fish and other things and
Oh, it's
things
like,
like that.
sushi is the best thing in the world. It is the best. Yes.
Rice and noodles.
Oh, noodles. Oh. Yeah, but the thing is, Japanese rice is great because it's kind of, it's not sticky, but it's clumpy. So when you try and pick it up with the chopsticks, it's brilliant because it comes in little lumps. Whereas Chinese rice is quite fluffy and it's harder to pick up. But Japanese rice is great.
Well, we'll do a bit of a version, a different twist on what's in the belly. We'll do what would you order from the Chinese restaurant, the Chinese takeaway? What's your favourite Chinese Japanese meal?
Yeah. In celebration of Japan, we'll ask which Chinese food you prefer the most.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're having a Chinese or Japanese meal in a restaurant, what would you have? What's your chosen preferred dish? I would say, of course, sushi. Although, no, not. See, I've got sushi.
We've just become of age here in Barrow because we've just got one of these sushi bars in our Tesco.
You're going to check it out. You're going to want to check it out.
It's very expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not cheap, but it's nice. Although there is one brand of sushi that I won't mention the name for obvious reasons. There is one brand of sushi that I'm not that keen on, and Tesco's do sell it. It's like, it's not the best sushi. I'm not going to mention any names, obviously. Other sushi brands are available. But yeah.
Oh, well.
If I was having Japanese, I'd be torn between sushi or... See, I am partial to a bit of yakisoba noodles or some udon.
Yeah, I think that's where we've been a bit spoilt here in town because... other than Chinese takeaways, there's not a lot else.
Yeah. Well, you're getting all modern now, you see, with your Japanese. We had a Japanese teppanyaki restaurant here for a few years, and it's great. And it's a hot plate because you walk in, you sit down around the hot plate, and the chef would come out and actually make the food on the hot plate in front of you.
All right.
So if you had beef, whatever it was, he'd get there and he'd chop the beef up and he'd get the rice on and it's just a flat hot plate. There's no utensils, no bowls. He's literally got the ingredients, a knife, and a couple of spatulas.
Yeah.
And he'd get that and he'd just be throwing it around on the hot plate because the hot plate was the countertop. And I tell you what, I never knew you could juggle rice. He juggled rice using spatulas. Very impressive. It's a very awesome dude.
Dangerous stuff.
Not there anymore.
Yeah, right. They're coming in. Dorcas Horror says spicy tuna sushi and steamed dumplings.
Ooh, spicy tuna.
Oh, yeah, I've had them steamed dumplings. They're quite nice. Different lots of fillings in them.
Gentlemen, steam your dumplings.
Keith says duck in plum sauce with rice.
Mm-hmm.
I am a bit partial to duck.
Yeah, duck's one of those things that it's not very interesting unless it's in a Chinese meal or Japanese dish, in which case it becomes interesting all of a sudden.
Let's turn some lights on, a bit dark in here.
Chris says, boring stuff for me. Sweet and sour pork is my go-to. Noodles or rice, I'm easy. I'm a big fan of noodles.
I can have I think my go-to is usually chips.
Ted.
Yeah,
Really?
Suppose I'm a bit boring, really.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but even Mama Wolf, who's 85, likes sushi. If I'm struggling to get her up out of bed because she's been a lazy cowbag, and she's I'm being a burrito and staying in bed all day, all I have to do is say, if you get out of bed, you can have sushi for your dinner. And she's downstairs before you can. She's like Usain Bolt down the stairs. She likes a bit of sushi, does Mama Wolf.
Now then, do you make your own sushi?
Oh, God, no. I'm nowhere near skilled enough to do that.
Not one of these, what's that poisonous fish that you've got to be a master for 20-odd years?
Fugu, which is blowfish. Pufferfish, sorry. Pufferfish. It's certain parts of it are highly toxic, ridiculously toxic.
Yeah.
I think it's actually illegal in the UK. Fugu.
Oh.
Because it's too dangerous. You've got to be a proper, exceptionally experienced sushi chef. I can't say sushi chef to be able to prepare to prepare it correctly. Is it fugu, I think? Or is that an archaeological structure? I'm getting confused now. It's pufferfish anyway.
Oh, Chris is quite posh. He says he uses chopsticks to eat his.
Yeah, chopsticks are great. I love chopsticks.
No. I'll be back in a bit second.
Okay. Yeah, chopsticks are great. I use chopsticks all the time. Go on, Ted.
Yeah, I just needed to reach across the workshop, but my ear cable wasn't long enough.
Ah, right. Yeah, when I get my local Japanese takeaway, they do a fantastic range of soups, and there's like, you get a soup in a big polystyrene cup that's about a foot tall. You get a lot of soup with your soup, and I always order like either chicken or beef, like a beef noodle sort of soup, and it's got so many big chunks of veggies, and the noodles are so plump and everything. I can eat it with chopsticks. It's great. Eat all the lumps and then just drink the juice, or drink the juice and then eat the lumps. Great stuff. Yeah. I made sushi once. I forgot to turn on the grill when cooking my fish fingers, says LWM Modelling. Yo. As long as they weren't still frozen.
Yeah, we're not very cosmopolitan in this town. Cosmopolitan, is that the right word?
Yeah.
We only have Chinese takeaways and Turkish. That's it.
Hey, we haven't got any Turkish here. Nothing wrong with being stuck in the 1980s, Ted. Because you have not locally, but you do. Go on.
Wrong country. It's not Turkish. It's Greek.
Okay, yeah, okay, Greek. Nothing wrong with being in the 1980s.
Yeah, but yeah, we've nothing else. No Jamaican or French.
Jamaican.
French
is a bit not that interesting.
I suppose could you class Pizza Hut as Italian?
No, you don't even class that as food, Ted. You barely class that as food. It is funny when you know, pizza is always claimed as Italian food when it's actually Greek, really, or even pre-Greek, technically. But we won't argue that here. So what are you working on tonight, Ted?
Right, since we were last on, I haven't done anything.
Good lad.
Yeah.
Stout fellow.
It's mainly because, well, since we were last on, I've actually retired from work. And I thought I'll have all this time to myself and I'll be able to do this, and I thought that I could maybe set up a regular timetable to do things.
Good luck with that.
But no, not the slightest. I've never stopped. It's been about a month now since I retired, and I've never stopped.
It's been Mrs. Ted, hasn't it? With the DIY.
I've done something every day. So, you know, the child minding, dog sitting, dog walking, looking after the horse. Skylar's got a horse. So,
yep. He says to me, he says, I've been horse watching. I said, what, you just stand in a field and look at a horse? It doesn't sound very exciting.
Yeah. I got a message off the daughter. Can you go down and have a look at the horse next week? All you have to, it's in the field now, so all you have to do is just make sure she's not lying on her back.
Why would that? What? Why would the horse be like what?
Yeah. Just sometimes horses just lie down and don't get back up.
Yeah, can you go and keep an horse because it's so stupid it doesn't know how not to do things that'll kill it? Okay.
Yeah, but horses are daft.
Yeah. Oi, horse, you're daft, you are.
Well, I did. Thanks, Candy, for your retirement greetings. Thank
retirement
you.
Us.
Well, yeah. This is my second time of retiring.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, I can make a good go of it this time.
Yeah, hopefully you'll do it properly this time. Now, Ted, the big question: is, of course, have you now acquired the flat cap and the backless driving gloves?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm in the market at the moment. I'm looking for a flat cap and driving gloves.
And I mean a middle class flat cap, not a working man's flat cap, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I need some slippers as well.
Yeah. Did you get one of them like happy retirement cards with like an old Morgan on the front?
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking of changing the car.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking of getting myself a Jag.
It's a Jag.
Yeah.
Hang on, what have you got? Because you had the Mini, and that for some reason only lasted 10 years for some, or 7 years for some reason.
I had the Mini, and that collapsed. Well, it broke. It didn't pass its MOT, so I got rid of that. Then I got given a car kindly off my father.
Oh yeah.
But it's a Vauxhall Mariva. If anybody knows what one of them is,
oh yeah.
Don't care.
I thought you were going to say I think you were going to say Morris Marina. Then I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's a Mariva. It's actually got suicide doors on the back.
Yeah, it's a people mover, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's not a brilliant car. It's a good grandma round the town shopping car.
Yeah,
it's ideal for that. But going on any runs or anything for it, it's got no turbo on it, so it sort of sups the petrol because you can't get it up to speed.
Oh, I'm glad you finished that sentence.
So what I'm thinking of doing, now I'm retired, I'm either going to get a Volvo, which is the retired man's car, or a Jag, something like that.
It's Jag.
Jag.
A Jag, of course, is a Jag. However, I'd say get the Volvo, because if you get a Jag, you'd just be paying bills to repair it every 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, Jag.
It's Jag.
But yeah, I suppose, well, all gangsters used to drive Jags at one time.
Yeah, but the thing is, Ted, modern day Jags, they're just really poor Fords. They're not great. A friend of mine had one of the, the run of the mill Jag that's just a typical like salesman car. It was absolute terrible. I can't remember which one it was. It wasn't a fancy one. It was a normal like salesman 4 or 5 door. It was awful. It was like Ford when they can't be bothered.
Well, some of the Jaguars have Ford Mondeo engines.
Yeah, they're just Fords now.
Yeah,
they're not really classy anymore. Jags at the typical end.
I didn't want it to be the classy sort of try to look rich when you pull outside a restaurant or a hotel. It's Mrs. H wanted something with a bit of comfort, heated seats.
Oh yeah.
Aircon.
Yeah. That's where you get your Volvo then, because a Volvo will last you forever. It can pull the lamb.
Well, she did like the Volvo that we used to have. That was the V70.
Is that the big estate?
That's the big estate car. That's the one that the police used
I was
going to
say, something tells me you were going to have the one that the police would drive around in.
Yeah, it was a T5. It was really a sports car.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was low to the ground. It was a 2.5 litre, something like that. And it went like the proverbial off a shovel.
Oh yeah, when the police drive around in them, they're going to be good.
Yeah, but I had to wait until she was asleep in the passenger seat before I could give it a good going.
Give it a welly. Give it a good going.
But it was a beautiful car.
Oh yeah.
She liked that one, which makes us think.
Yeah.
Which she wants to go that way again, get something.
Yeah,
nice.
I mean, if you go for Jag, they're just not that reliable compared to a Volvo. Depends what you want to spend your money on. I can't believe though that your Mini lasted 7 years. That's terrible for a brand new car.
No, it wasn't a new car. It was a used car when I bought it.
Oh, I thought it was new when you got it.
No.
I was going to say,
no.
what did you do to a brand new Mini in like 5 or 6 years that killed it? I thought it was new. Now that makes sense then.
No, it's something went wrong. Something went wrong with the emissions.
Yeah, I had that problem once. Have a quick look at chat. Lee Barrett says, "Isn't fugu a model filler?" Let's see what he did there. I think I might be confusing that with fugu, which is an archaeological structure. I think it is fugu. It's just spelled differently. Steve is in, says, "Good evening, all." I see you both avoided Stefan last comment. Let's have a look. Oh, apologies. Stefan last says, "Evening, it will be chicken Szechuan for me." And yes, I had to look up the spelling. Ooh, chicken Szechuan.
Right. Sorry, Stefan, we missed that. We're too busy chatting.
Keith says, "Duck and plum sauce with rice." LWM says, "Nearly late. I was editing a video and lost track of the chronological status of the universe." Bobbin says to you, Ted, "The digger looks good, and I can't tell what Foxx is building, but it looks spiky. Hopefully there will be mild stability." Ted's doing his digger. I'm doing that. Yeah, go on.
Oh.
No, go on, Ted.
That's... Sorry, where are we at?
I broke Ted. I said you were doing your digger, and you were going to say something.
Oh, I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, we broke Ted's.
I'll carry on with what's in store. What's in the chat? Andy Preston says sweet and sour pork balls. Got that one?
Yep. I'm doing Lord Croak, which is this gnarly old dude who has this fancy hat and sits on that spiky throne. And that,
I see it now.
Yeah, and that spear there that's covered in easy line, as if it's got like a rope wrapped around it, that's because they've snapped it like 5 times. So, yeah. Oh. And now it looks like a spear with a ball of rope around it. Evening. Oh, we've done that one. Apologies we missed your comment there, Stefan. We say we are old and a bit rubbish. Who let you two on without supervision, says Steve. Yeah,
that's
I'm going to check my processor because my fan is kicking in big time. Speed is my...
Oh, we've got a new viewer. We've got Jeff. Hello, gentlemen. My name is Jeff. He's from the US.
Ooh, hello, Jeff.
Other side of the pond. He really enjoys watching our channel when he gets the chance, and it's 4:15 in the evening there. So good evening to you, Jeff. Welcome.
Well, welcome.
Yeah, it's
I'm about to say good day, but that's the wrong side of the wrong pond, so...
Yeah, wrong direction. Yeah.
Candy Graham says, "Congratulations on your retirement, Ted."
Yeah, thanks very much for that. I will try and make a go of it this time.
Yeah. Jeff says it's 4:14 here in the PM where he is. Dude, where are you from in the US then, Jeff? We don't need to know specifically because that's privacy, but just roughly where are you from? What state? Where are you? Wayne Model Builder says, "Hello all, that reminds me, I need to place an order with you soon. Do it. If there's one thing...
Get the order in.
Yeah, if there's one thing Pete Mate loves more than anything, it's when people exchange money in exchange for goods and services. He loves it." Steve says, "I could see Ted in a Morris Minor."
Yeah, I'd love a Morris Minor.
I'd love a Morris Minor. Just because there's one that lives around the corner from me. It's in perfect condition.
Yeah, I'd like a Woody. You know, the wooden...
Beg your pardon?
Yeah.
Family friendly, Ted.
Yeah. I'd like a Morris Minor Woody.
Yeah. Did you ever see...
A bit of class about them.
Yeah. Did you ever see James May's Cars of the People, where he showed how Morris Minors actually had to have a bit of a cut and shut by default in the middle?
Yeah.
Because apparently when they designed them, I think this is what it's been a few years, but basically when you look at Morris Minor, they designed them, but there was a slight flaw in the design. So there's actually kind of a cut and shut in the middle where they had to add a bit to make it work. Apparently. Could be wrong. Like some bit wasn't long enough and they had to kind of add about a few inches of extra, like, chassis or something.
I'm sure somebody in chat will tell you.
Yeah, Morris Minor.
Dorkasaurus says, "Get a motorcycle." I'd love a motorcycle, but I think I'm a bit old for it now. But if I was to get a motorbike, I would get a classic, something from the 60s, 70s,
Yeah.
even a Japanese classic.
You're a bit of a Norton type, aren't you? Maybe.
Yeah, well, not
Triumph.
necessarily. You know, an AGS or something like
Okay.
that. But or even some of the old Japanese 1970s
Cafe
motorcycles. Lots of chrome on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that one that everybody had? The Honda, whatever it was in the 70s. My brother had one, like a ZX or something.
There was the Dream and the Super Dream in the 70s. Everybody had them.
Oh, they're the big Explorer ones, aren't they? The big panniers on the sides and stuff. This is where having Fester in the show would be great because he knows all about motorbikes. I know.
He's watching. He's watching. Yeah, he's watching. Give it 30 seconds for the time lag, and he might be able to tell us.
Yeah. Although he has gone quiet. I think you've upset him, Ted. I think you upset him with your uncalled for comments. Where are we? Jags are just rebadged Fords with the price increased, said Steve. Yeah, that's
true.
what I think.
Yeah, true. But I think being a prestige car, the prices don't tend to hold too well.
No, they're not really prestige cars anymore, Ted, though.
No.
Not really. Not unless you go for the real top end. The average sort of 4 or 5 doors, they're just Mondeos, really. My mate's car, it was so boring. He had it for 6 months and the badge fell off. It's like, oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
It was like a prophetic little... Even the car didn't want the badge.
Yeah, the days of the great British Jaguar engineering.
Yeah, nah. Not anymore, I'm afraid.
So, yeah. So apart from Fester, is there any other motorcyclists out there that could perhaps shine a light on what was a popular bike in the 70s?
Shine a light. Fester used to build motorcycles from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
He used to make trikes and stuff. That was what his business was.
Anybody's wondering what these are, by the way, they're AK weathering pencils.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You're doing the weathering pencil bit.
Yeah.
I could see Ted and Mrs. Ted on a Honda Goldwing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, travelling armchairs.
I'm not convinced that Mrs. Ted could see Mrs. Ted on a Honda Goldwing.
No, I don't think we'd get her on a bike.
You wouldn't win that argument, would you, Ted?
Mm. Yeah.
I'm not going to paint them on camera because it's a bit...
Although I have seen the 3-wheeled Goldwing. Might be a go-to.
Yeah.
Goldwing trike.
Bobbins says something that I've said for many years. Ford Mundano. I've said that for years and didn't know anybody else made that joke. I could see skipper scale models on a Bruff Superior SS100.
Mm. If I knew that what that was,
Oh, 50s bike,
I'll take a note of that and Google it later.
Steve says, I don't know if Ford still own Jag, but who knows? They are part owners of many companies. I don't know if they're Ford or Tata now, actually. It's all got very confused. My brother used to work for Ford, so I could get Fords and Jags dirt cheap on staff discount, but not anymore.
But I don't even think that there's many car companies that are just individual ownerships now.
No, not really.
They're all part of a group, aren't they?
Yeah. Tesla, but you don't want one of those. Oh, God, no.
Yeah, like the Volkswagen, Audi and things like that.
Volkswagen Audi Group, yep. Do. What you need, Ted, let's just settle this once and for all. What you need is a Series 3 Land Rover. You can't go wrong with that. Come on now.
Yeah.
You know it to be true. Search your feelings.
Yeah, I think something when I win the pools, or not the pools,
showing your age, there, Ted.
Perhaps the lottery even. I'll get a garage with all these cars that I've always wanted, like a Morris Minor Traveller, for a Land Rover Discovery, a little rat catcher with a rag top.
Triumph Herald.
Yeah.
Ford Anglia.
Yeah, Ford Anglia.
Ford Anglia, because it's covered in angles.
Try and make it fly.
Yeah, no. It is Murphy's Law, isn't it? We get onto motorbikes when Colin's not here. We'll have to make sure we talk about motorbikes when he's with us again. Because he knows his bikes. We don't know anything about motorbikes. Question about bikes, Festers your man. Yes, so Pete Mate was in Japan. He went to the Shizuoka 2024 hobby show. Amongst other things, he was there to meet up with the guys and girls from God Hand, Japan. And went to the Shizuoka model show as well. He also visited the Tamiya factory. On, I think, the one day of the year they open the factory to visitors. And he got special VIP access.
I think we might be seeing a few new items in store when the container arrives.
Yeah. Now, of course, while he was there was lots of schmoozing and business shenanigans going on as well. I did send Pete Mate a little message this evening asking if he's got any announcements that he wants us to make, but he hasn't come back to me yet, so nothing to announce at this time. Make sure you follow eModels on all the socials and stuff. I know of a couple of things, but I can't tell you. They're awesome.
Steve said an old Ford Lotus Cortina had about three Cortina. That was a fun car to drive.
Steve says, same as me, says his dad used to work for Ford, so he used to get discounts on Ford and Jag. Yeah. I've not always driven Ford, but a lot of my cars I've driven in the past have been Fords. So I seem to have gravitated toward Fords unintentionally. It's just I always end up getting Fiestas and Escorts. But I thought about a Jag. And I've got one.
I'm not quite sure that this is working. I wanted a bit deeper than that, but never mind.
What's your boggle, Ted?
Yeah.
Is it not doing what you want?
No, I think I wanted it to be a bit more shiny metallic. I might have to put some paint on it. What's that? That true metal might have done it better. Polish this up a little bit.
So, yes, keep your eyes peeled on the eModels socials and stuff. You never know what might be coming up.
Is that leaking?
Just double check in a minute that he hasn't sent me anything. Because announcements are always nice. Don't forget, tonight we've got the giveaway from last time as well. So if you haven't done it yet, make sure to head over to the previous live Monday show, which I think was the 20th or 24th or 22nd of April. Go and put a comment on that. Doesn't matter what the comment is now, just put a comment on there. And we shall pull a winner shortly, in the next 5 or 10 minutes maybe. Because it's already 25 to, Ted.
Yeah, already.
It was fast. Yeah.
Go along, check out the video. Put a comment on it. I can't remember what we were asking, but just make a comment. There's not usually that many people in. So there's a good chance that you could win something.
Well, there were only 6 comments on last time I looked. So
there we go. You can win something for free.
Well, we don't know what. That's the beauty. Remember, the prizes now come from the mysterious eModels grab bag of randomness. Now, there is the only thing I know for sure that's in that barrel. There's all kind of kits and paint. There's a couple of paint sets and things like. There's just random things that James Mate has put in the bag. Quite often it's things that either they're end of stock or it's somebody's ordered something but never picked it up, that kind of thing. So it could be almost anything. But there is one thing in there which I know a lot of you will cover. He's basically said, I've got about 500 frames of photo etch from like random kits that, you know, people have asked us to get in and they never pick them up. He said, so there's like about 500 bits of photo etch there, little sprues. He said, so I might just bang them in an envelope one day and send them to the winner. So all random photo etch for all different kinds of kits, you never know. But it might not be that. It could be anything. There's all kinds of kits and stuff. Right, let me see if I've had any word from the Pete man.
So I've been looking all around my drawers for this, and it's lying on the bench.
Lost a picture then for a minute. Sorry, folks. What have you been looking at? The true metals.
True metal.
Oh yeah.
This will do the job. Yeah, this will do what I needed to do. True metal.
Dorcosaurus says, I've won 4 times, hoping to make it 5.
That's better.
Yes. To be honest, even James, mate, doesn't remember what's actually in the bucket of happiness. It's just random stuff. Like, they'll go along the shelf and they'll be like, oh, here's that kit that somebody ordered like 2 years ago and they never bother placing the order for it. Oh, just stick it in the barrel. You know, it might be things that are like no longer in print. Kits that are no longer in print that they can't really sell because there's no, if something's wrong with the kit parts in the thing, they can't help you. They can't offer you replacement parts. Like if you order a kit and there's a sprue missing, they'll get you sorted out. But if with these things, they can't do that, so they can't really sell them. If somebody's ordered, say, can you get me this kit? And then they never pick it up, and then they've got this kit that may be no longer in production. They'll give it away. Which is a good idea, because it's otherwise just sitting around gathering dust. What are you trying to do there, Ted? Are you getting all the scrapey metal effect on it? Is that what you're trying to catch?
I'm trying to make it as though it's been working and the metal's scraped off.
Oh, yeah.
And the paint scraped off down to the metal. Mm-hmm. But the pencils just weren't giving it a deep enough contrast. So I'm trying it with this true metal.
Bit too subtle, were they?
Yeah.
I think that's their strength, isn't it? That they are subtle. They're for more of your subtle hints than blatant, hardcore weathering effects. That's their strength.
So I think I've got brass in this, but this one I've got steel. So we'll see how steel. So we'll see.
Sapphire and steel. Oh God, I've just remembered sapphire and steel. Oh. So
what I did find though the other week, I was just browsing through YouTube and things like that, and there was actually a driver who was in a Zaxxas 135 like this, and it was immaculate.
Oh yeah,
there was no weathering on it, because he says it was even took his boots off before he got in the cab.
Was he Japanese by any chance?
It was it was one of the typical construction workers from the UK. He took his slippers off because he says, I spend 8 hours in here and I don't want to sit in a tip.
Yeah.
So he takes his slippers off. He had a boot tray where he put his feet so he didn't get any muck on it.
Oh wow!
It was perfect. So I thought, maybe I shouldn't have done any weathering on that.
How does he not get any weathering on the outside then? Surely he'll scuff some scrapes and stuff. You think?
Yeah, but the outside of it was perfect.
Like, can you just pick this up, Dave? No, it's going to mess me paint up.
Yeah, it's going to scratch your paint. That I'm not doing that.
What can you pick up? I can pick up water and sand, and that's your lot.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I have to go and get the dirty digger for that.
Yeah, we have to get the rubbish JCB for that one. That's the scrappy one we don't care about.
Now, what we can do with this true metal is we can polish it.
Bit of gold on Croak himself here. Yeah, so somebody at some point is going to win like a big box full of just random photo etch. That just makes me chuckle. A lifetime supply of photo etch greebles.
Yeah.
More railings and ladders than you can possibly comprehend.
But you'll have all that photo etch, and then there'll be some time when you'll need one part,
Yep.
the size, half the size of your fingernail, and that will be just all you'll need.
It'd be the perfect kind of thing for someone who's like a scratch builder, because just photo etch gives you so many little fine greebles that you wouldn't normally get out of plastic bits. But like I said, there's many other things in the brand tub of happiness. We will find out. So if you do win the giveaway, by the way, make sure to go to the Facebook group, which is facebook.com/groups/scale model addicts with the S on the end. Make sure to join. It's the eModels Facebook group. And post up a picture of what you've actually won so we can know. Because we don't know. The only person that knows is James, mate, when he puts his hand in and pulls out a kit of some sort of a thing. I imagine it's a bit like that scene in Flash Gordon where he has to put his hand in the log and he might die, he might not. There, I'm showing my age now. Flash Gordon references.
Yeah, I think that's doing it, but I've made a mess on the work.
Hey, nothing wrong with messes, Ted.
Yeah, I've made a mess on my...
A mess is a sign of a healthy workbench environment. A clean workbench is a sign that you don't do enough. Or you just build gum. Yeah, clean.
If you haven't bought any of this true metal before, go and buy some. It's brilliant stuff. It makes metal, it makes plastic look like metal.
Yep. Is it wax-based paint? Is that the stuff?
Sorry, what?
Is it the wax paint?
Yeah, it's the tube.
Yeah. Yeah, you use it on your torpedoes on the U-boat, didn't you? It's wax-based. Kind of put it on last because it's.
It works better on a black undercoat, and you can polish it and clean it off. What I think I'll do with this, it does look a bit too shiny, so I'll just work it. I'll work it back. I'll do some dot washes.
You like to work it.
Work it. A little goes a long way, and it gets all over your fingers too.
This is where Mrs. Ted suddenly finds all these like metallic sheens on all the things around the house. Can you do some DIY, Ted? No, I can't, Mrs. Ted, because I've got stuff on my hands and I'll just get everything silver. Okay.
Yeah.
We're just giving you a free pass for the week.
Yeah. So yeah, kills the white balance on the camera, but yeah, I think I'll work that back.
Yeah, you get that real sheen.
Take a shine off.
Dorkosaurus says the photo etch will be great for adding detail to Gundam builds or any build. Yeah, anything at all. I'll take all the PE handrails I can get for my big giant digger thing. He says LWL modelling. He's making that big, that big German excavator that's the size of a small town.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
He ordered one.
Yeah, the Revell one.
Yeah, he ordered one. That.
Oh dear.
Yeah. The thing is, right, Bill, now you've got that big digger, you know what you need to do when you finish that? If eModels still has their 1/35th Dora in stock, that's your next project.
I want to see that big digger in a quarry. You have to build a diorama for it. So
you have to clear out your entire garden. Right, it's 9:45. Shall I do the
oh yes
giveaway? We haven't prepared a what's in store. I've just realised we've not set up a what's in store, have we? We both forgot a what's in store.
Do we need to do one?
It's too late now. We haven't set one up.
Yeah, it's too late. Yeah.
If we try and do it now, if we try and do it now, I'll either end the stream by accident or Ted will turn his computer off by accident.
Yeah, I tell you what you can do. You people out in Chatland can do their own what's in store by going across to eModels, emodels.co.uk, and having a look at the first 9 items in the what's new.
Yeah. Buy them all. Buy them all.
Yeah.
Right. So, while Ted is making a mess like a 5-year-old on his bench, good lad. I assume if it's wax, would paraffin get rid of it?
Okay. It won't go. What I'll try this, but it's probably going to take the green squares off.
Right, 1 second, folks. I'm just sorting out. Let me do me thing. Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
rescued. It's got.
Got to find last week's show now, and it's not showing up. There we are. On share. Okay, and that didn't work. And that did work. There we go. Right, so you should be seeing there something that you can't see because it won't show up. There should be a picture on there, but I can't show it, I don't think, because it's on the same screen. Let me move it over to a different screen. Hang on. Let me move that. It's all very weird. Right, can you all see that now? I hope you can all...
That's a gallery shot. I can see it. Whether everybody else can see it.
Yeah. Can you all see? Can you all see it? Because I've only got 2 monitors and I've got to have something on the same. I can't have it on the same monitor as the streaming software. So I think it should. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Right. So that's the show. You need to put a comment on. So I'll give you a couple of minutes. It's show 287, 22nd of April. Make sure you put a comment on there. At the moment we have a refresh.
You have to wait. Darkosaurus, as you can see it, so yeah, you just have to wait for the time lag between us and them receiving it.
I'm shivering.
Oh, got a bit of Festa there. Hello, Festa. I don't know if the viewers heard that.
They can see it.
Yeah, it's because I've got it on. I've only got 2 monitors, and you can't have the thing on the same. It's very weird. When you do, anybody out there that's streaming and screen sharing, you'll understand that. So we've got 12 comments so far. We've had some more, so I'll give you a few minutes. Get your comments on. I like prizes, says the Bobbins. Well, if Dorkosaurus wins, I'll send James a message saying send him all the photo etch. Get rid of it quick. Apparently, he's been trying to get rid of it for years, but he can't sell it. So it's like he said. So we'll put it in the big giveaway bin, and then one day someone will win that. So I suggested that it might be good if we ever come across someone that would actually like all that photo etch, we'll point them out. How are you getting on there, Ted? You still making a mess?
I've cleaned the mess up. A bit of IPA did that.
That's a bit responsible.
Yeah, IPA, India Pale Ale.
Mm. I did suggest, of course, that James might want to send all that photo etch to Festa for his kit bashing, because he'd love all that photo etch for all his orc stuff. He'd love that. This is where we find out if Festa's still in chat now. I think Festa could do a lot with all that devil's metal. What do you reckon, Festa? You think he might kill me if that happened, Ted?
It could, yeah.
You think I would be a dead man walking?
Yeah. Oh, we've got you this.
Festa would be like, can I just have a cardigan instead? Oh yeah, bench and belly, Ted. What's your bench and belly tonight? We forgot to ask the folks. Bench and belly, what you having? What's on your bench? What are you having for your dinner?
We've being summer, we've had the first. We've had not the first sighting of the swallow, but we've had the first sniff of the barbecue.
Oh yeah, we've had a few of them.
So the thought tonight was it would be salad for tea.
Ooh. Did the swallows fly low over Capistrano? There's my age being shown.
Yeah, but our salads are not just your couple of bits of lettuce leaf and a carrot. It's or
is it in a kebab pita bread with kebab meat?
It's pork pie, Scotch eggs, bits of cheese, chutneys, and that sort of crusty bread, like a ploughman's lunch, I guess.
So what you're saying is your salads are basically not salads.
Yeah.
They're that kind of salad. Contains no salad whatsoever.
Yeah, it's loosely constructed around a salad.
I mean, there's like one single bit of cucumber or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's about as far from salad as you can get.
Yeah. So I think everybody can see the giveaway now.
Yep, I'm just giving him a minute to get some comments on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's about as far from a salad as you can get. That's like calling a pot noodle a salad because it's got no meat in it, which I would fully support. Right. I shall go and do that. So, let us do a quick refresh, see how many comments we've got. Not the end of the world if there's not many comments, because it means you've got more chance of winning.
Yeah,
You see what I mean?
there.
Yeah. do. Oh, right, not everything is rusting all the time. Right.
Oh, it's just 10 minutes left. So,
Yep. So we have 12 comments still. Right, well, let's get this done. The link. We shall put it in the YouTube comment picker that picks YouTube comments at random, apparently. Push it.
Yeah. Let's see if it works this time and we haven't used too many.
It's really laid out on a time. I really need to get a new monitor because my second monitor, which is a silly old one, isn't 16 by 9. It's like square, and it causes me so many problems. It's just an old one I got from work. Though. So many problems. So that's the URL. We'll filter out the duplicate users. Right. 6 plus 8, Ted. What's 6 plus 8?
6 plus 8 is 8
M.
and 14.
Is it M? Let's try 40. I can't believe they make me do maths. It's so cruel. Right, there it is.
12 comments.
Yeah, right. So are you ready, folks? Let's find out
Ready
who's going to win something awesome.
Yeah, press the button.
Press the button. Edward Leonard Models, who's added the word models to his name quite nicely. Edward Leonard says, comment.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, well done, Edward. Squishy King.
Is he in chat tonight?
I've not seen him.
I can't think I've seen him, but I'm
you're in
sure
Edward?
he'll find. Yeah.
We could have missed it. But yes, well done, Edward. You have won something. So as always, all you need to do is, I'll come off there now. All you need to do is click on the bottom of the screen where it says, no, don't click on anything. Don't click on anything. I'm talking rubbish. Ted, help me.
No, you send an email.
Yeah, send an email to the address at the bottom.
Up there somewhere.
Down at the bottom. Ted at eModels.co.uk. Send your name, your address, and your contact phone number for the delivery driver if he needs to phone you and ask where you are because you're not answering the door. Mm-hmm. Name, address, and phone number to ted at eModels.co.uk. And we will get James to send out something.
Yeah, whatever. It was something from the brand tub.
Yeah, it could be a big kit. It could be a little box of cocktail sticks. It could be, I don't know, somebody's half-finished sandwich that fell into the brand tub one day when they were packing some parcels. It really could be something like that. Because the brand tub is right next to the packing bench, so stuff could fall off in there, you know, a cup of tea, sandwich.
Oh. But yeah, get yeah. When you do get it, don't forget to post it on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Scale Model Addicts.
Facebook.
We can all have a look.
Yep, Facebook.com/groups/ I've just dipped my water in brushing the water with the plastic tube on. Facebook.com/groups/ Scale Model Addicts.
Colin's in there sending his best wishes as well. So well done, everyone.
Yay!
Yeah.
LWM says, roll again, you'll never know. That's cruel. That's cruel, that is. Lee Barrett says, good luck with all that photo etch. If that's what he gets, he might not. You see, he might not get that.
Yeah. Could be good.
We might just wait till someone in chat that we don't like wins. Send a thing to James saying, James, this is the winner. Can you send him all the photo etch? Because this guy, we don't like him. I'm joking. We love all of you.
Well, it's about that time. We're wrapping up actually because I can't think of any more I could do on this at the moment.
I'm just putting a last little layer of gold on Croak's fancy hat.
I think what I'll do, I'll let this True Metal dry off. It'll take a week to dry off, and then I'll give it an ink wash or a paddle line wash just to sort of tone it down a little bit.
Now, Ted, for the viewers that might not know, those wax paints, metallic paints, can you varnish over them? Now, I know with metallics, you're not supposed to put a gloss varnish because it makes it stop looking like glass. It makes it look like grey, not metal. But if you need to, can you varnish over them?
I don't know that you can actually, because I don't know if they.
I think you did some tests. I'm sure you did some tests and discovered you can't really do it.
I'm not. Yeah, I should really do some tests. What I did,
you did at the time, but
no. What I did when I did the torpedoes on the submarine, because they were inside the model,
yeah,
they weren't going to be touched, so I just left them.
Yeah.
I think if you're just gonna have a shelf queen, you could just leave it, and it's not going to be touched. But it will wear off. I've got just a minute.
Yeah. Because that's the thing with any kind of metallic paints, like buffable paints, not metallic paints, but anything like buffable paints, those paints, some of the Mr. Metal buffable ones.
Yeah, here we have some of the ammunition that I had in the Panzer IV. These were shell casings done in brass. See how it's worn off?
Mm.
So it will want. I must do an experiment and see how it goes. But yeah, they look brilliant. They look good.
I mean, they will probably take a coat of varnish, all right. But the thing with metallics, buffable metallics, is that if you put a varnish over the top, it ruins the metallic effect. Yeah. So if you're planning to use, those AK True Metals or the Mr. Metal buffables or any of these other metal, or even things like the C1 metallizing powder, anything like that, make sure it's kind of the last thing you do if you can. If it's going to be a shelf queen that's not being handled, get everything else done. Get all your varnish coats on and then do your metallics, just so that when people see the model, they see the bare metallic effect, because that's the best effect. If you spray a gloss varnish over a metallic sheen, it'll just look like grey. It'll kill the metal effect. So. There you go. Yeah. But they probably will take a coat of varnish, but I didn't know if maybe you spray varnish on them, they crackle up, which would look terrible.
No, that was it, because they weren't no one's going to touch them, I just left them.
That looks good, that tent looks great on camera. Looks like actual metal.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like you've got a metal blade and you've put some dirty weathering on the top, not that you've had a plastic blade and put metal weathering on the bottom.
Yeah, it does look better in real life than it probably comes across on the screen.
It actually looks like a real metal piece that you've put weathering on it, like dirt on the top.
That's the amazing part about that. These turn plastic into metal, and you can get steel, aluminium, brass, copper. All your bright metals.
Graham McRobert asks the question. He says, "Can I get a resin cockpit set with landing gear as well for Tamiya 132 scale F-15 Eagle?" No idea. If anybody makes one, if you can find one, if you do a Google search and find one that's around, give the guys at eModels a call or an email. They can probably get one in for you. They can order it if it's a thing that exists either from Tamiya or somebody else. Give them a shout. They can probably get one in for you.
One place you could look is go across to Scale Mates. Have a look on it. Have a look for that kit. Have a look at that kit, and it sometimes lists below it all the extras that are available from the manufacturers. Yeah, and then drop eModels.
If you do find one, give the guys at eModels a shout. They'll be able to get one for you. They often get stuff in that they don't stock. People, that's why we've got the giveaway brand tub, because it's stuff that people ordered that never picked it up. You never know, there might be like a big 1/9 car kit. I remember I walked in the shop once and there was this massive 1/9 vintage car kit. It was a huge box, I think it was Nicolari. And I said, blimey, that's big. And they were like, yeah, he said somebody's ordered it in because we don't stock it, but they've ordered one in. So you never know, there might be stuff like that in the brand. It could be anything.
I think that kit's been around for quite a while, so I'm sure there will be lots of aftermarket stuff for it.
Yeah, there'll be loads of stuff. But like I say, if you find one, get the guys to get it in. If you're picking up other stuff from eModel as well, they can do that for you. No problem. Vesta says, Google Graham. Yes, Google is your friend.
Yeah. Because I've got an idea of a little project I want to do. It's a bit out of my comfort zone, but it will involve building a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe five different aircraft.
Ooh.
So yeah,
we look forward to that.
yeah.
It may well be that eModels actually have such a thing in stock anyway, either plastic or resin. So have a look on the eModels site as well, because I don't know if they have. There may be something.
Yeah, because what's happened now? One of these aircraft that I want isn't available for eModels, but I have found it in another kit.
Oh yeah.
Once again,
Is this for an eModels build, Ted, or is it just a random build for you?
Just a random build for myself. Nice. It's just following up on a bit of local history from the war.
Yeah. Well, I know. I can't reveal anything really, but I know that at some point in the future, I'll be doing some very interesting builds for eModels.
I think.
I'm not going to say anything. Or one of us will. Maybe not me. Maybe not me. Could be one of the others. Yeah. Good things afoot. Stay tuned to the social medias for announcements from the Japan tour results thing.
Yeah. Obviously, now that I am retired, if I can find some time, I'll hopefully get back and resurrect things. Finish the Titanic. You said it's all right. I thought we'd get away with it for another evening. But
the thing is, I can imagine you sitting there saying, "Oh, I'm retired now. That means I can do all these. Oh, I've got to finish the Titanic first."
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I've got my Imperial Knight to finish remodels that I've got to do first. Yeah. I'll finish that for the guys.
Yeah, I thought I'd get away with it, but somebody has to mention the Titanic and ruin the evening.
Yes. Right, but I think that's going to do us, Ted, isn't it?
Yeah. So Canigram, a build that will include 5 different aircraft. That will be mine rails. What they might be. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I could tell you. I'll give you a little bit. It's an air gunnery school.
Ooh.
RAF Air Gunnery School. Ooh. So there we are. We'll leave it at that. Anyway, it's time to go. Time to wrap up for the night, I think. And I'll go and try and clean all this bright wax steel off my fingers.
Yeah. As always, Ted, do you have anything planned through the week? You said you might occasionally do a pop-up eModel stream, didn't you, every now and then? If and when the mood takes you.
Yeah, I'll certainly try and get things done now.
Yeah. Well,
right.
Fester and I may be back on Wednesday. Not sure yet.
You never know. I might be around to drop in again.
Yeah, more than welcome. Chris and you are more than welcome to drop into the Festa's Wednesday stream. Don't forget, I'm only a guest as well. It's Festa stream. So,
we're obviously not here next week because one, it's a bank holiday.
Yay!
And we do it week about now. So everything was a bit mixed up in the past. So we'll try and get back on track.
Well, you might see Festa and I on Wednesday then. And then the Monday after next, I think that'll be Festa's Monday show, which is the next in the sequence. So he'll be working on his big Sherman tank, which is looking awesome. That's such a lovely kit, that. And then we'll be back then in 1, 2, 3 weeks, I guess. 1, 2, 3 weeks. We'll be back in 3 weeks.
2, not next week, the week after, because it's bank holiday on Monday. And then hopefully, you never know, Chris might be back along with us as well.
Yeah, Chris will be back soon, hopefully, fingers crossed.
I know he's getting his eyes and that sorted. Yeah. And I hope Colin is all fit and well. He's in chat tonight, so he's been enjoying a beer with his feet up.
He wishes. Festa's looking after H, which is cool.
Yeah. Hope everything's all right.
Eyes being looked after. So the boys will be back next time. Don't panic.
Yeah. Keep a lookout, like and subscribe.
Yes.
Click the like button down here somewhere and subscribe to it if you're not already subscribed, and you'll find out by notifications when our next video is up and running.
Yeah. And you'll see me on Friday. If you don't see me on Wednesday, you'll see me on Friday on Festa's Friday Frolic on Festa's channel.
Yeah. You never know when we'll pop up. Anyway, we'll leave you to it, folks. Indeed. But thanks very much for joining us, and don't know, can I get back to exit full screen?
Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
What are you doing, Ted?
I'm just going there so I can wave goodbye to everybody.
The Reavers.
Yeah, bye everyone. Bye.
Oh wait, I've got to do the buttons, haven't I?
Oh dear. The buttons down there.